That's right, have given us here. Am I right?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. So we'll go through the document, and if there is need for us to call you, we'll do that.
The committee adjourned, sitting promising to invite both men on a date yet to be announced after thorough study of the documents they presented. Bauchi state government has expressed readiness to give all the necessary support and cooperation to the USAID Integrated Health Project, IHP, on its quest to ensure access to the quality health services, especially at the primary health facilities in the state. State Commissioner of Health, Dr. Samaila Dahua, made the declaration during a brown bag session on IHP digital health intervention in Bauchi State. Our Bauchi State correspondent, Awal Hassan, completes the story.
The brown bag session on IHP digital health intervention in Bauchi State aims at further addressing some of the gaps in getting access to health service by clients at various primary and secondary health facilities. Various stakeholders, including primary health care directors, are here to find a lasting solution.
Identifying that and complaining as a client is not enough. Taking further steps to address those challenges that are so many is something that we need to really ensure that all the stakeholders involved are coming together to analyze and see the way forward.
According to the State Commissioner of Health, Dr. Samaila Dahua, who was represented by Director of Public Health, Ibrahim Waziri, Bauchi State Government through the State Ministry of Health reiterates its commitment to support this move by IHP, which is geared towards improving health service delivery.
In fact, IHP are the major partners in health services in Bauchi State, because any program will go, any two programs, you find IHP is there. We thank you for the lot, energy, resources, knowledge, and everything you are spending in supporting Bauchi State.
One of the participants, Helen Abbey, Head of Department Information Management of the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital, says they are ready to adopt any policy that will improve service delivery for the benefit of Bauchi State people.
We are part of Bauchi State, truly we are federal government. For the second, we are part of Bauchi State, and we are Bauchi local government. So, whatever it is that we improve the health of the citizens of Bauchi State, we are ready for it. Our data are up to date and updated. If you want to tap into it, we are ready to give it out to you.
Participants developed a system to share accountability hotline clients' feedback and link to quality improvement activities, as well as sustainability plans for tree digital intervention and smooth transition to the state ownership. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
Candidates contesting for Basa Jos North Federal Constituency and Pangshing South Constituency have signed a peace agreement to accept the outcome of Saturday 26th by-elections. The candidates, cutting across various political parties, signed the peace agreement in the presence of security agencies, religious leaders, and party stakeholders at the Dialogue, Reconciliation and Peace Center, Jos, Plateau State. Nasiru Saidu tells us more.
We call our supporters and loyalists to refrain from provocative pronouncements and declarations or any form of violence before, during, and after the elections.
February 26, 2022 is set by INEC for the conduct of Basa Jos North Federal Constituency and Panshin South Constituency by-elections. As part of efforts to ensure peaceful elections, candidates contesting are here to sign a peace agreement. INEC officials assure the people of credible and peaceful conduct of the elections.
On behalf of the Honorable Chairman of INEC, I wish to assure you that the Commission is committed to free, fair, credible, inclusive,
peaceful and transparent elections on Saturday, 26 February 2022.
It is because to underscore the importance that INEC places on this type of event that 3 commissioners have been sent specifically to witness this occasion.
Meanwhile, Plateau State Commissioner of Police, who spoke on behalf of security agencies, guarantees the people of security presence. Religious leaders have as well called on the candidates to conduct themselves in a peaceful manner.
On behalf of the other agencies here, we are ready, we are prepared to ensure that that very election, Basa and Bashin, are free and fair. If you have love as a nature in you, you will love even your brother that you're contesting the post or the position for. And you will work towards making peace, the relevant peace that it is needful in our own society.
My plea to you on behalf of JNI is that you should be able to play the game according to the rules, believing firmly that there is no way you can be elected if it is not your destiny. Believe in that, act that, and work towards that.
The peace agreement signed by the various political candidates set a foundation that will direct the conduct of the Saturday's by-elections. The people hope that a credible candidate will emerge at the end of the poll. Nasser Seidu, VOA TV News, Jos.
Candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC for Jos North Bassa Federal Constituency by-elections slated for Saturday, Joseph Aku, said he is optimistic of winning the by-election slated for Saturday, 26 February 2022. The candidate said this in Jos during a press conference at the NUJ Secretariat on the progress of his campaign ahead of Saturday's by-election. Aku further added that he has reached out to his fellow APC aspirants and we're working together for the party's victory. According to him, shortly after the primaries, himself and the APC state chairman met with all aspirants that contested the primaries and appealed to them to work together.
All the communities, the South, Hausa Fulani, Igbos, Yoruba, the Anaguta, the Fizere, the Birams, all the major ethnic nationalities on the Jos Plateau, I've been able to meet with them and with their leaders as well. And so with that, those engagements and the ones we are continuing in collaboration with the party, being a product of the party, I'm very much confident that I shall come out successfully as a candidate and then a member of the All Progressive Congress. The party chairman and myself called the aspirants from Bassa. That's just the day after. And we all sat down and appealed to them. We even requested that they should submit names of five members of their campaign team so we could have a robust campaign organization that is all-encompassing. So every aspirant in Bassa, we've held meetings with them, not even once and not twice. Those in Jos North, as I mentioned, those that actually remained in the party, of course, they are the ones that should engage. Those that left the party, they became recalcitrant.
On why he did not organize campaign rallies, Aku said that he had been engaging directly with stakeholders and voters individually and in groups. According to him, the door-to-door campaign has more impact than the political rallies that have no feedback mechanism. He expressed optimism over his chances of winning the election. Now for news around the world. The Central African Republic on Thursday released 4 French soldiers in the United Nations peacekeeping force in the CAR, whose arrest sparked condemnation from the UN, the mission said. The French embassy in CAR capital confirmed this account also via Twitter, but did not give further details. The 4 soldier members of the elite French Foreign Legion with French Romanian, Bulgarian, and Italian nationalities were arrested at the airport on Monday. They had gone there to escort MINUSCA's military chief, General Stefani Machinoa, who was taking a plane to Europe, the French embassy and the UN said. France and the UN fiercely criticized what they described as media manipulation, but the following day, the CAR Republic Prosecutor's Office said it had opened a routine inquiry to shed light on the facts. Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta has officially endorsed opposition leader Raila Odinga to succeed him in the presidential elections set for 9th of August. President Kenyatta urged his supporters to back Odinga's bid, saying that he had the best interests of the country at heart. He said Odinga understood where the country was heading and that he would therefore be at peace to hand him the leadership mantle. Odinga will vie under the Azimio la Umoja Swahili for Pledge of Unity Alliance, which is made up of 10 parties, including his Orange Democratic Movement and Kenyatta's Jubilee. The president's backing of Odinga has led to the political isolation of Deputy President William Ruto, who will also be seeking the presidency under the United Democratic Alliance. The president and his deputy have been estranged since the president reconciled with Mr. Odinga in the aftermath of the 2017 election. European Union leaders will impose new sanctions on Russia, freezing its assets, halting its banks' access to European financial markets, and targeting Kremlin interests over its barbaric attack on Ukraine. Reports said this on Thursday. An emergency summit will also discuss offering EU candidate status to Ukraine. Lithuania's President Gitanas Nausėda said. A step Kyiv has long called for, though it may not win approval from all EU leaders. Russian forces fired missiles at several cities in Ukraine and landed troops on its coast on Thursday, reports said, after President Vladimir Putin authorized what he called a special military operation in the east. Russian assets in the EU would also be frozen, and Russian banks' access to the European financial market would be stopped. However, cutting Russia off the SWIFT global interbank payment system, one of the toughest non-military sanctions the West could impose, is unlikely to be agreed at this stage, several EU sources said. And that's all on NEWSPLUS. Thanks for watching. My name is Illumina Thelma.